Do you know that in IELTS writing, only 50% of your score depends on your vocabulary and grammar, or in short, your English? The other 50 is determined by the so-called writing skills. Although learning English takes a lot of time, you can develop your writing skills much more quickly. It's Asia. Let's get started with our tips. First of all, you should stay extremely close to the task. When we are writing, it's so easy to get a bit carried away and write a sentence or two about the topic more generally. In IELTS writing, however, irrelevant details are not just a waste of time. They actually harm your score. If you have a look at the band descriptors that list all the requirements, you can see that irrelevant detail is a sign of band 5. Ouch. Have a look at this topic. Some people think the government should subsidize fruit and vegetables to make healthy food more affordable. Others argue that the government should tax unhealthy food instead. Discuss both these views and give your own opinion. What should you write about? How about this? Why eating healthily is important. What is a healthy diet? Is it relevant? No. Healthy eating is a wider topic, but this is not what our question is about. Writing about a general topic rather than answering the particular question in the task is a very common mistake that will cost you dearly. The only 3 things you should write about are: should the government subsidize fruit and vegetables to make healthy food more affordable? Should the government tax unhealthy food? And your opinion. You should discuss both these views and say which one you agree with. Next, when you're writing your answers, don't look for smart, high-level ideas. You're not taking a course on nutrition or public policy. Using simple ideas is absolutely fine. It's actually good because you may be able to express simple ideas better. And examiners don't expect that you know much about the topic. In IELTS writing, it's important to know where to give your opinion and where not to. If you take IELTS Academic, your task 1 is a report where you describe a chart, map, table, diagram. You should not say what you think about the data, if it's good or bad. You must write a formal report summarizing the information in the task. Task 1 general training is a letter. This whole letter is about what you think or want. Task 2 is an essay. Here, you should make your opinion clear throughout your answer. In my Task 2 course, I show how to give opinion in each type of task. For example, in our topic about 2 views and your opinion, a common mistake is when candidates write only about what other people think. And then, in the conclusion, there is one phrase: I agree with view 1. Why? We'll never know. Tell the examiner what you think in your body paragraphs. Don't wait until the conclusion to do so. Next, use appropriate style. Use formal English in your Task 2 essay. This means you should avoid contractions such as don't and won't. Instead write do not, will not. Avoid slang. $5 rather than $5, or tired instead of naked. Avoid idioms. Most English idioms are informal. Instead of writing that university education costs an arm and a leg, say it is unaffordable for many. And don't cut to the chase. Instead, get to the most important point. I know that in some types of formal writing, personal pronouns I, we are avoided. This is not the case in IELTS writing. You can freely say I think, in my opinion, I believe in any part of your essay. Okay, writing task 2 is formal. So is task 1 academic, where you describe data. If you take the general training exam, your task 1 is a letter, which may be informal, semi-formal, or formal. And it's very important to stick to the correct style. Have a look at these examples. Are they formal or informal? Should you require any further assistance, don't hesitate to contact me. Is it formal or informal? It's formal, although very friendly. How about this phrase at the beginning of a letter? I'm writing to. Formal or informal? Again, it's quite formal. In a formal letter, it's better to write it in full. I am writing. What about this one? Warmest regards, Asia. Is it formal or informal? It's an informal letter ending. To make it more formal, say best regards or kind regards. And in a very formal letter, yours sincerely or faithfully. One of the key things in IELTS writing is to develop your ideas in the task 2 essay. Here is an example of a body paragraph about imposing tax on unhealthy food. If you read it, you can see that the first sentence introduces the paragraph, and then each sentence follows one from another. I know it's not easy to do. In my courses, I teach the TET formula for writing body paragraphs. Basically, each paragraph should have a topic sentence, explanation, and transition to the next paragraph. The next tip is to make sure that you link your sentences, and one of the main ways to do so is to use a variety of formal linking words. If we have a look at the same body paragraph, I've highlighted all the linkers. On the other hand, for example, however, and as a result, and furthermore. When we write naturally, we tend not to use enough of them. So make sure you learn some linkers for each situation and vary them in your writing. By the way, this paragraph comes from a full Band 9 sample answer, which you can download at the end of this video. As for your vocabulary and grammar, you should try to find the right balance in your writing. I mean the balance between complexity and accuracy. When we use less common words and complex grammar, your score goes up. When you make mistakes, it goes down. For Band 7, you need some less common words and some complex grammar, but most importantly, you're only allowed to make occasional errors or a few errors. And it seems that many students try to make their essay as complex as possible in an attempt to increase their score. But this leads to so many mistakes that the score goes down instead. There is no need to make your writing overly simplistic, but avoid this extra complexity. Next, it's pretty difficult to finish both tasks in 60 minutes. But if your essay has no conclusion, you'll be severely penalized. The same will happen if you don't cover part of your task 1. 2 finished answers are likely to get a higher score than a great answer written only halfway. Practice at home and do your best to finish both of them. You've probably seen that in task 1 you must write more than 150 words and in task 2 more than 250. First, examiners don't count if you write 145 or 151 words. They just deduct marks if your answers are obviously too short. Candidates with advanced skills often write longer answers, which is fine. You don't lose points for writing more words, but you don't get any extra marks either. When you're practicing at home, write your answers on the answer sheet and see how long each answer should be. I personally know that I need to be careful with my task 2 to make sure it fits on a single answer sheet and I don't have to ask for another sheet in the middle of the exam, filling the candidate information, and so on. Of course, that relates to the paper-based IELTS. If you take your exam on computer, words will be counted automatically at the bottom of the screen. One of the things that can help you write your answers more quickly is knowing what to write about in each type of task. Then, when you see a task, you know what to do. Let me show you what these types of tasks are. In academic task 1, you may get charts and tables with dates, with several time periods, and you need to show changes over time. Charts and tables without dates, maps and diagrams. Make sure you practice answering each of them. In general training, you may get informal letters to friends, semi-formal letters, for example, to your work colleagues, and formal letters to a business. In task 2, there are 5 main types: advantages, disadvantages, 2 views in your opinion essays or agree, disagree, and positive, negative development, problem solutions, and 2 direct questions. In my courses, I show what each question may sound like, how to structure each essay, and what to write about in each paragraph. For example, in our task about taxes and subsidies, you must discuss both views. But if the question is whether you agree or disagree with a certain statement, you must not give reasons why you agree with this statement and why you disagree with the same statement. I'll link my courses in the video description box below. Check them out if you're interested. As for the sample essay we used earlier, you can download it right now. And these are the linking words for task 2 that you should learn before your exam. Thank you so much for watching me today. Good luck with your preparation and your exam. Bye!